All right. Good evening, cyber friends. This is Midiman coming at you again from Walk Studio B. And we give God all the praise and honor, glory for life, health, and strength. We thank Him for as well as it is. This, my brothers and sisters, is just my message to all of my cyber friends. I know y'all hear me use that word, that phrase a lot to all of my cyber friends. And this is a message to all of my cyber friends. Now, let us say one thing on the very top. I mean, if you don't hear your name called, please don't take it to the heart. Don't take it as an insult, because I don't mean it as that. I mean, a lot of times I hear, I used to hear my pastor say, he don't want to start calling names because he mess around and forget to call somebody's name. They'll get offended. He didn't want to offend anyone. Well, I don't either. But I think there are times that certain people do deserve certain recognition, people, regardless. And matter of fact, I believe in giving people their accolades. I believe in giving people their honor and giving them their flowers while they live. I don't want to wait till y'all die and then get to talking about all these good things about you and everything. It ain't no do you no good then. So I like to give all of you your accolades and give you your flowers while you live. First of all, let me say this here on the top of the thing here. Matter of fact, I'm getting ready. I got a revival meeting tonight. I got to go to the ones I told y'all on Tuesday night. The Benevolence Missionary Baptist Church having their revival this weekend. Tonight, Thursday night, my first Sunday church, New Salem, CME. We are on program tonight. We are scheduled to not only the officers to do the devotion and whatnot, but the choir is also, the praise team is also scheduled to perform, to carry on the worship service. So that means that, Midiman, we got to do a little traveling and about another couple of hours. So we just wanted to say that on the top of the thing here this morning, the reason why I believe in giving people their flowers while they live, all of you, my cyber friends, let me say straight off the top of the bat here that I appreciate every one of you, especially the old one. Now listen at what I say. Listen very close. Especially the ones that are in close proximity to old Midiman. Now, in other words, Jesus had 12 disciples, but that was 3. In other words, he had 3 main disciples. I said like that. He had 12 apostles, but it was 3 that was in the inner circle. Those were the cats. Peter, James, and John. They saw more of what Christ did than any of the other disciples. They were more closer to Jesus than the other ones were, as far as in the terms of being there. In other words, you're always going to have somebody that's going to be just a little bit more. They're going to cut through the chase a little bit better than someone else. It doesn't mean that they are better. It just means that they are closer to you than others. Well, Midiman got some of those. I mean, since I've been on the net. Matter of fact, we got some people that I know that if I mention something, they are right on it. They are right on it. They don't hesitate, and they're my close knit cyber friends. And I look for them to do things when I don't look for it from others that are far distant from those. Now, sometimes people say, "Well, you don't need to call names." Well, yeah. You need to let people know how special they are to you, if they are. In other words, ain't no sense in in other words, let me tell y'all something. I've heard a saying when I was in the military. You call it like you see it. If it quack like a duck, swim like a duck, looks like a duck, then it's a duck. Well, let me say this. I am talking to the people that I got some real close-knit cyber friends. In other words, from the early days of my being on the net, I had people that are yet with me after all these years. In other words, I told y'all about Brother Hammerman and Sister Kate, and then the latest of the cyber friends that I have added on to was is that have been there, stuck with me all every step of the way, been there, and been a very very close knit, one of those close knit followers that try to see. I don't like to call y'all followers because I'm not Jesus. I like to call y'all contacts and friends, which you are. We are co-laborers in this gospel. All of us are striving for the same thing. Like my sister Jackie and her husband have gotten on, Sister Linda, Sister Lena. In other words, now I even have another one that's not on as far as I don't think has a contact on YouTube or Facebook or anything like that, but nevertheless, she's still my cyber friend because I've spoken with her over the phone and everything, and she's given me some tremendous information and stuff that I could use in instruction health-wise, and that's what I will mention her name, Melissa. So I consider these to be my inner circle. I consider those to be my inner circle. Now, see, I've not looked at anybody like Brother David Maxwell. These are people that keep contact with me. They don't get me on the line, on the Facebook or whatnot. They'll call me on my phone. These people will actually call me on my cell phone. So, you got to give credit where credit is due. Dr. Michael McCrae, in other words, is minister of the gospel and everything. Then I have a bunch of whole minister friends like Pastor Brendan Wilson, Pastor Stephanie Walters, Ernell Wilson. I got a host of people that I deal with, but like I said, those close ones that they just about contact me just about every day or every other day in some way, form, or fashion. They do that. Well, now let me tell y'all something about that. If people that gets upset about people when I've been trying not to say anything about this. God knows I have, because I'm the type of person that it doesn't make me any different. I don't. If you like it, I love it. I ain't gonna be worrying about what other people do. If you like it, I love it. But I have been noticing people say certain things and make a few remarks, and I've been noticing how some people criticize others that's on Facebook and YouTube and whatnot. They be quick to say, well, did nobody like what I did? Did nobody comment on what I put up? And I've been trying for a long time not to even say anything about that, and I'm not being judgmental right now. But let me just say this, people. Anything that you want to receive, you must give it. Now, I've noticed some of the ones that have been preaching the gospel about this, people not liking their stuff and people not commenting on their stuff. Those same people that been talking, I have watched their activity on YouTube and Facebook as well. I've been watching their activity. They don't comment on too many people. They got a certain one, but they don't comment on certain people thing. But they got a certain people that they comment on. Well, how would you expect someone to give you something that you don't give? I'm just saying that. Now think about it. Because I have noticed a lot of it since I've been online. But I mean, hey, I already know God didn't put everybody here ain't gonna like me. That stands a good chance that I believe it was Joel Osteen made this, or something, said about 20% of the people that you meet and run into not gonna like you. You ain't gotta do nothing to people not to like you. You ain't gotta do nothing to them. People just got that sort of mentality, some of them. But I'm going to tell y'all like this here. Midiman don't lose not 1 ounce of sleep because you don't like me. Amen. Midiman ain't going to just keep sitting around preaching and worrying about it and just documenting how many times a day you don't speak to me. It's people called right here to this house. They know I'm here. They know who I am, but they'll talk 3 hours. And won't mention my name. They be talking to Bonnie, but they didn't call here to talk to me. So I don't expect nobody to just preach my name up and up and up. But then see, I got something I can't tell them once they do decide to try to bring me in on to something. See, first of all, Midiman not going to get involved in your mess. See, ain't no sense in wanting to talk to me then when you want me to agree with some of your mess. I'm not going to do that. I don't deal in mess. I don't deal in mess. I hate mess. I ain't never liked mess, and I'm not going to deal in it. That's how come I love my cyber friends, the ones that are close-knit. We talk about real things positive, something that we can learn from each other. I learn from y'all, y'all learn from me, whatever that little bit might be. I thank y'all. And that's how come I say I was coming back and to do this here video to let y'all cyber friend know that I appreciate the ones that do comment on them little things I do. Y'all became my contacts on. You subscribe to me on YouTube because if that was something that I was doing that you like. So y'all, if you didn't like it, you wouldn't subscribe to me. So we thank y'all for that. And those are ones that befriended me on Facebook. It was something that I did there also that you wanted to be a friend with me. It was something that I was posting that you wanted to make sure that you kept up with. That's the reason you done that. I don't expect people that don't want to know anything about Jesus to want to befriend me, because that's most of what I talk about. So I don't expect them to befriend me. I don't expect them to want to be they want me on their timeline, because they don't want to hear the things of the gospel or mostly what I talk about all the time. So I don't expect that for them. And unmusical friends, people that are not into what I'm into musically, they're not going to appreciate me if I do a tutorial here about keyboard playing or whatnot. Like, they don't have any interest in that. So I don't look for that from them. But for those that do, my close-knit cyber friend, the one that like what I do, those are the ones. Now, if y'all start acting funny with me, then I would say, okay, that would raise an eyebrow. But then guess what? Midiman would just have to accept what you do and move on. I ain't going to sit right here and die because somebody didn't comment on a post I put on Facebook. And I'm not going to die because somebody failed not to speak to me. I'm not going to do that. Because people got they pick and choose. I used to have a pastor say that we got pick and choose. We got certain people, like I said, I done seen it, people. I'm there going to tell you the truth, because I done seen it. I just never said anything too much about it, but I see a lot of favorites. You know, you got some people that they never comment on nothing good. They would probably never say anything about anything that you post, but they want you to always come behind them and post like and say a whole million worth of dollar worth of stuff about what they do. Wrong answer, people. That's the wrong attitude to take. So I just say to my cyber friends, all of you, the ones I just mentioned in the inner circle out, saying the ones that not, even though I don't have you on social media, but I've spoken with you on the phone like Melissa, we give y'all your honor. We thank you. Like I say, Sister Jackie, Sister Brother David Maxwell, all of the Hammerman, Sister Lena, Sister Linda. Haven't spoken with them in a good little while, but nevertheless, you know who you are. And I got plenty more people that I've been in contact with that I haven't been in contact with in a long time. It's not that like I say, everybody's into what they're into, people. Like I say, you know, you ain't got time for every time I go live on YouTube or Facebook, you ain't got time to come to it and sit there for no 20, 30 minutes for me. That's why I try to keep these videos and little things short, because people don't have but a small allotted amount of time, and they just don't have the time sometimes to do that. But those are your cyber friends. They will stick with you, your close-knit circle. Remember, Jesus had Peter, James, and John. That was that inner circle. Jesus could count on them when he couldn't count on none of the rest of them, up until the Garden of Gethsemane. They was all right, but when it got real thick, even Peter, James, and John failed. So we don't feel bad when people fail you. Just go ahead on and move on. In other words, pick up the sticks and walk on and make you another campfire in another place, in another area. You cannot sit around and bellyache and worry and kill yourself because of how people act, because you ain't gonna never have no peace. This just Midiman telling you like it is. So with that being said, this Midiman saying whatever you get into, if God ain't in it, best you come out of it, because it's gonna come to nothing. And until the next Bible study, next video, whichever comes first, peace Good evening.